everyone to the line of scrimmage. If he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
2nd and 11 now. Now it's Carson. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
He's taken out of bounds.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
On 3rd down, Carson. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 13, and how about that? They're able to convert on 4th and 10.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Wilson will throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. To throw again is Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They run it with Carson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
It's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
And 3.
Wilson now off the bootleg. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after 1. Now Wilson off the bootleg, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Off the bootleg, Wilson. They'll roll him out right. That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. To throw again, Wilson. Looks for Lockett once more. This time he's got it. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front.
Jason Myers.
And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. But even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Myers connects on the PAT, and they take the lead here at 7-6.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
At the 33-yard line.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
At the 34-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
3 and out.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Check. 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Here we go.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Normally, you see three tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And this is caught at the 8. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Throwing again here, Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by M.J. Stewart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First down, Cleveland.
So first and 10 now from the 30. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Chubb on the carry.
Second and 7.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner.
Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Puna Ford on the stop. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. They'll run for it. Chubb. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
You can't block me. No pass. Mike 50. Yeah.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one will fall incomplete.
For Will Dissly.
Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
The 35-yard line.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
From the 30 on second down, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught inside the 15. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit.
Field goal, a 28-yard attempt.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Wilson, after the play fake to Carson, rolling to his left. He'll run it. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out, fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Second and short now following the fumble. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now second and 7. To throw is Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
93's the mic. 93's the mic. Exit.
Play action. It's Wilson rolling to his right. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Browns drive about to get started, and they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
2nd and 7 at the 7-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And again, it's Chubb. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15.
Nick Chubb.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
A gain of 3.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
A toss play to Chubb. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made by
no gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Returnable for Lockett. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. To throw again, Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college. And our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. They'll try again with Chubb. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. Time for a full start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Now Chubb. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
He was taken
4th down now after a loss of 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, bottom line, tremendous starting field position really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Strip that ball.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
7.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree, all right? But he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I'll guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
Now a 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. So the first play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They run it again with Chubb. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Seibert's kick is good. And that now makes this a 15-7 game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a two-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
At the 48-yard line.
On the carry, it's Chubb. The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
For the point after.
People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good kicking, he created his own space as well.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Here's Wilson to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
I sat down with my accountant. He said I got good news and I got bad news.
380. Check, 93's the mic.
Here's Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Would it be Frank Seedy? This is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback